Here I've got another padlock that was part of the package that Paul Springett kindly gave to me. This one's a Lockwood ASSA ABLOY dial combination lock. And I'll just open this up. Now I already have had a play with this combination lock. I was able to get it open after about 20 minutes of playing around with it. I got lucky. Okay, the first thing I noticed is that when I tension the shackle and I turn it, I get these little false gates. There's one at maybe 39, 3, 6 maybe, set 9.5, 13, 16.25, 19.5. You get the idea. And actually I wrote out on a piece of paper what they all were, and it's quite interesting. What I found was when I turn it to here, the whether I turn it the leftmost or rightmost, I went with the rightmost, and that's 3. The next one is another 3.25, so that would be 6.25. Then another 3.25 would be 9. In this case, it was more. There's 4 positions where it's a little bit more. It's like 3.5 instead of 3.25 that I have to go to get to the next number. So this is one of those ones. This was 9.75 instead of 9.5. So another 3 and a quarter is 13, and another 3.25 is 16.25, and so on and so on. And so the numbers that were 3.5 rather than 3.25 were 9.75 position, the 23 position, the 29.75 position, and the 3 position. So those are the numbers, and I thought that's interesting. Maybe those numbers are to do with the correct combination. So I didn't know. I tried to play around with the 23, and what I did was, okay, so I have to turn it all the way to the right 2 or 3 times. Instructions says 3 times. I turn it to the 23, and then I didn't know. I have to turn it 365 degrees to 23 again, and I'm going to go past 23. Okay, so is it this bump? I didn't feel any tension going the other way, and in fact I don't think this lock does do tension going the other way. So what I had to do was try this number and then turn it left to see if the numbers were 23 and then 26 and then whatever, and I would keep on going round to each false gate. You can see the shackle popping out at each one. Till I'm back where I started. So then I would go to 20. I'd turn it 3 times, go to 23 again, 180 degrees. Okay, so instead of this one, I would go on to the next one, which was like 29.5. And then I would go back, pulling on the shackle, each false gate. You can see the shackle popping out, and I'd go around and hoping that the number would be 23, 29 and something. But the trouble is, when I go right round, I know that's not the number, so I had to start over. So I did all the 23s and it was not 23s. So I tried 29, which was another 3.5 number, because I've only got four of them to try as a starting number. So anyway, I went to 29. Okay, turning this around several times. So now I start at 29 and then rotate it all the way around to 29 again, but go past it. And I went to the next one, then rotated it all the way around until pulling on the shackle, and it wasn't that one. So then I went back to 29, started over again, 29. Okay, so instead of this one, the 33, I tried the 36, and I tried all the way around. It didn't work, so I started again from 29, and this time I didn't stop until this one. This one didn't work. This one did work, sorry. This is the one. It's between 29 and 0. Because when I go backwards, shackle's not open, and the shackle's open. So the combination is 29, 0, 29. So I don't know if I was lucky with those 3.5s to start to pick on them, or whether it was just coincidence. What I found is that with this lock, it's quite difficult. When I go to 29, all the way around to 29 again to the correct number. Okay, so I'm in that gate, this one happens to be a true gate, and you can see there's no more play there than usual. When I turn it back, I don't have any more tension. I can't feel any more tension than usual, so I can't use that as an indicator. The only thing that I could do was to find the first number, as I say, one of the 3.5 numbers if I got lucky, and then the rest was just trying those combinations to see which of those gates were the true gates and which were the false gates. So I got there in the end. The other thing I wanted to say, one thing that I thought that I could tell, but I'm not sure, and if it's true then it's very subtle, when I apply tension so that the wheels click into their false gates, that one, the first true gate, seems to be a duller click than the rest of them. So let me try that again. Sharp click, slightly duller, sharp. That's just a bit of a dull click there as well. I think, oh no, it's sharp, 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 push. Oh, that was dullish actually. It's slightly duller, slightly lower in pitch. It's really hard to tell. It's unfortunately, I only found out about this after I decoded it, so I don't know if that I'm reading things into it. I could only test by getting another one and seeing, but this might be a good way to find the first number, because once you find the first number, then it's pretty easy to decode after that. Thanks.